The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 19, Yahweh shall speaking, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Habashah, Baharak Akwadash. The honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some look like heathen. Beginning to 144,000 preachers, teachers, prophets. Shalom. Yeah, real quick, got this video. LA superintendent responds to DHS officials attempting to enter 2 elementary schools. This MSNBC, this is 2 hours ago. 9 hours ago. Let's get this out of the way.
Put sweet. Put 18 past your last.
So, you got Esau going to elementary schools trying to talk to kids, man. You see, man, hey, which that scripture we just read in Matthew 24:19, those talking about 7 AD. But also in this time now. Alright? In this time now. Alright? In this time now. Hey, the importance of being in this truth, beginning with us men, and teaching our children the truth, man. The scriptures. Most importantly, the names Yahweh and Yahushua. Hey, it's well needed, man, because that's the protection. Alright, that's the protection. That's the trust and the faith that we must instill in our children, man. All right. I'm sorry. That's what we must instill into our children, so they can have the trust and the faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. Because at the end of the day, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is the one who was going to allow our children to believe and be obedient. Now let's get a scripture real quick, man. Let's get a scripture real quick. Second address. 2 real quick. And 29. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell, meaning the grave. So the elect must be obedient. Hey, the men, beginning with the men, trickling down to the women of the nation of Israel, the true believers of Yahweh Shema Shai. Hey, that's why it's important to teach the kids, man, our kids. So Yahweh Shema Shai's hands will cover them as well, so they won't see, so they won't be judged. All right? Now, Deuteronomy 6:1. Now these are the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai your God commandeth to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it, that thou mightest fear the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, that thy days may be prolonged. Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, the God of thy fathers, has promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Now we were commanded to be obedient to Yahweh Shema Shai, so that we can enter into the land. Hey, that was back then. Hey, it applies now. Okay, that obedience. So you see, as it read, hey, we got to teach our children, okay, as well, so they can know right from wrong, so they can know the names Yahweh, so they can know the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, so they can know that they're a Hebrew Israelite from whatever tribe, okay, so they can be built up in the spirit, so they can know who their enemies are, all right, so they can know what and what not to do in these types of situations, man, so they can know to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. Because these Edomites are coming, man. They coming for the kids. And them going after the kids is going to be a major factor on a lot of people, hey, bowing the knee to Esau in this beast system. Hey, because people are so tied up into their kids, they worship their kids. These people say they'll die for their kids. They wasn't lying. When these people said they'll do anything for their kids, they ain't lying. But the elect are going to do everything for their kids by doing everything for Yahweh Shema Shah. All right? So it begins with doing everything for Yahweh Shema Shah. What Yahweh Shah say? Let's get it real quick. He said, if you hate not your mother and father, meaning he don't mean like literally hate, meaning you got to love them less. Meaning put Yahweh Shema Shah first. Luke 14:25 and
With my daughter's graduation just
the water Yahweh Shema Shah. Luke 14:25 and there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, Israelites, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple, meaning a follower. All right? All right? And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So you see, you got to put Yahweh Shema Shah first. And that word hate just means to love less. All right? It doesn't mean hate your family. Let's get it real quick. Where we at? Greek 34:4. Messiah. It says, by extension, to love less. You see, that's all it means. You got to love them less and love Yahweh Shema Shah more. Because by you loving Yahweh Shema Shah more, you loving them more. All right? Remember, it's beyond us. It's beyond our kids. It's beyond our family. It's all about Yahweh Shema
with
Shah.
my daughter's
Remember.
graduation.
Man, goddamn. Yahweh Shah said we're going to get everything 100-fold. All right? So we lose them on the side. Something happened to them, we're going to get them right back. All right, but what we just read the second address. Hey, the Yahweh Shema Shah shall cover them, and thy children shall not see hell, meaning the grave. Meaning, hey, they'll be protected. Hey, even without some of our kids. Hey, not a hair on their head shall perish. Meaning what? They got to endure to the end too. Yahweh Shema Shah will protect them because we're obedient. But they still got to be obedient as well. But all we got to do is our part. All right? So some of these children, man, got the spirit on them to endure what's coming, man. As a matter of fact, a lot of the kids that's of the elect of Israel are built up with the spirit to endure these things that's coming, man. Because that's the spirit Yahweh Shema Shah put on them. So they're going to be all right. And if they got to go on this side, then, hey, and they're part of the elect, they're going to be all right, man. They're coming right back. Remember, man, we're in the flesh, man. All right? We're in the flesh, so it's going to hurt when these things happen. But the spirit overcometh the flesh. Remember, we were blessed with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, man. Yahweh Shema Shah gave us the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, the comprehension of the scriptures. So we know they'll come right back. We know they'll come right back. We just got to believe on it and trust in it, man. All right? Well, you got these Edomites going to these schools.
You combed through every last piece.
Trying to talk to kids like they on some pedo shit.
18 past your last.
All right? Like they on some pedo shit. Some weird shit. So you already know what they're trying to do. They're trying to snatch them up and get them up out of here, man, because they still going after Northern Kingdom. All right? They're still going after Northern Kingdom. And soon this can be all 12 tribes. All right? LA superintendent responds to DHS officials attempting to enter 2 elementary schools. They go to show you how weird Esau is, man. They are the weirdest, the most vilest people, morally wicked people of the earth, man. They ain't shit. It is what it is, man. Talking about these damn Edomites, man.
18 past the hour last week, DHS officials attempted to enter two public Los Angeles elementary schools, asking to speak to several children. The department said they were conducting wellness checks on the children. School officials turned them away, however. Joining us now, Alberto Carvalho, superintendent of the Los Angeles Unified School District and a personal friend of mine whom I very much admire. Alberto, thank you for being with us this morning. So what exactly happened in these schools?
Good morning, Jose. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Great to see you. Look, last week we had about 4 to 5 agents showing up at two elementary schools 2 hours apart. We believe it was the exact same team asking for access to students ranging in grade from first through sixth grade. Obviously, we trained our principals, our support staff in denying access to students. Without a judicial warrant, a criminal warrant signed by a judge. I would find it very difficult to believe that a first grader or a second grader would have committed some type of crime that would require some interaction with a federal agency. So the principals asked for identification from these individuals. They did produce IDs. When the principals attempted to write information from their IDs, they quickly pocketed those IDs, conveying to the principals that was not allowed. And
y'all hear that? They quickly pocketed their IDs. So they let you know they was on some shady business, man. Hey, that Ecclesiasticus 12, y'all think these damn Edomite so-called white people y'all friends. All right? Hey, and you got a Northern Kingdom thinking they damn conquistadors, thinking they Spaniards. Well, some of them are. But for the most part, they're the 12 tribes of Israel. Y'all thinking y'all all high and mighty, because y'all with the color doctrine too, that Willie Lynch bull crap. Y'all think y'all lighter. Y'all think y'all better because y'all lighter. Y'all, man, it's fucking stupid. That's a serpent for you, man.
then they actually conveyed
And you see, hey, y'all their enemies.
to the principals that they wanted to meet with the students and they had parental permission from these students' parents to have access to them, which is counterintuitive since they did declare in a statement that was produced by the Department of Homeland Security after this incident that their reason for being at the schools was because these students were unaccompanied minors. By the way, we made contact with the guardians of these children. In no instance, at no point was that access granted to these federal agents.
So they told a lie. They lied to them. Hey, this a time of judgment, man. If your kids don't know better, if you ain't teaching your kids Yahweh Shema Shad is truth, hey, they ain't gonna have no protection, man. You can mess around and Lil Juan or Hernandez, Lopez, Felipe Sanchez, as get snatched up. Somebody feeding them damn taquitos and them tacos. I ain't teaching them nothing. Somebody playing the game and shit. Keep on. And they're coming for you Taquans and Deshaun, Lon John, all that crazy shit. They're coming for y'all too. Them kids. All right.
I want to be very clear.
Y'all somebody feeding them damn pizza rolls and air fries and goddamn toasted strudels. Somebody on the iPad eating oodles and noodles and damn hot Takis. Finish.
Superintendent, what the Department of Homeland Security actually said after this, and I'm just going to quote it. It says, officers were at these schools conducting wellness checks on children who arrived unaccompanied at the border. This had nothing to do with immigration enforcement. Superintendent, what's your response to that? And also, there is a concern for maybe up to hundreds of thousands of unaccompanied minors who cross the border and who many times are in conditions that should be checked on, found, and make sure they're okay.
I absolutely agree. There should be wellness checks, but I think we can all agree that one of the safest places in America for children are public schools, under the protection of teachers, of principals, of superintendents. Secondly, let's be clear about one thing. This is what the agents said when they went to the schools, that they were not ICE, they were with the Department of Homeland Security. They did not state the reason as to why they want access to the students. The statement that was released after the fact does convey that message. However, it seems to be somewhat untrue because they did declare that they had spoken with the parents of these children, which would render them something less than unaccompanied, and the parents had granted them access. This is blatantly untrue. But I want to make an additional point. Look, we are compelled from a legal perspective to protect these kids based on FERPA, which is the Federal Education Rights Privacy Law. We are compelled to protect children from access to anyone on the basis of privacy and confidentiality. Second, under the Constitution of the United States of America, we are obliged to provide a free public education to every single student, regardless of immigration status. And then lastly, there is something called in loco parentis, which every single educator knows. In the absence of a parent, I, as an educator, as a superintendent, as a principal, as a teacher, need to act in a protective manner as if I were that child's parent. Mm-hmm. So we do not grant access to anyone to have access to our children on the basis of those three very important legal parameters, no matter what.
Y'all heard it. Hey, get right, man. Get right, because and those that's in this truth, we got to stay right with Yahweh Shema Shah, man. All right, continue to be diligent, because remember, hey, we doing it for Yahweh Shema Shah. So those blessings gonna trickle down. All right, we can receive the blessings. Our kids gonna so therefore we're gonna be protected. So our kids could be protected, man. These are times we ain't all the plan around, or it ain't gonna happen, or hey, the time of saying these things aren't gonna happen, or that's gonna be in our children's lifetime. This stuff is literally playing out now in stages and phases, piece by piece, bit by bit. Each day is getting worse. Each day the news coming out, the reports are getting worse, and I pray that every single morning, day or night, that the next day be worse than the last. All right? These are the times that we are in, man. Hey, like my man, what's his name, man? The rapper, West Coast. I forget his damn name, on the track with Kendrick Lamar. But hey, like he said, it's gonna be crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. All right, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. But there ain't nobody gonna be laughing. All right, now the elect gonna be joyous in these times because the elect gonna be protected and gonna be laughing at the wicked when they're getting destroyed, just like we laughing and mocking the Esau now. But all in all, it's gonna be crazy, scary, spooky, man. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to hit that real quick through the spirit and power. Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Stay prayed up, Shalom.